Okay, Hades Omega here with another show and tell video with HK416 from the smartphone game Girls Frontline. Alright, and this is a figure made by HobbyMax in cooperation with Sunborn Network Technologies right there, okay? So if you guys don't know, Sunborn is the software company that makes the Girls Frontline game. So Hades Omega is a big fan of Girls Frontline. I'm like a level 130 commander in that game. I've been playing it for like almost 2 years now. So and yeah, so here we go. So I got this figure. I'll tell you, I waited a long time for this. And I knew the box was pretty big when I had to pay for the shipping and everything, but I didn't know it was that big. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen the Springfield figure, in person, but I've never seen the HK416 figure in person. And but I've seen the Springfield box, and I knew the box was pretty big, man. I guess I forgot how big it was because when I took it out of the box, I'll show you a picture of the box right now. Okay, yeah, it's was pretty big. Okay, so Hades Omega really wants this. I like HK416. And I like her costume the best, the dress costume. Okay, so this is the Dolls Frontline. It's actually called Dolls Frontline in Japan because of like a copyright thing. So, but everywhere around the world, it's known as Girls Frontline. Okay, and this is HK416 and the Star Cocoon version, or Star Cocoon costume. I thought it was Starry Cocoon, but that's what it says on the thing. So, and it's produced by HobbyMax, okay, and Sunborn Technology is the people who make the game. So, all right. Now let's to just give you an idea how big the box is. I have the Dolls Frontline art book. It is eclipses the box eclipses the art book. Okay, that's just how big it is. Like I had trouble getting space for this thing. Okay, so there's not gonna be the box is gonna be it's gonna be like tough to shoot the video for. Okay, so before we get on with the show and tell, I got her from Solaris Japan. Okay, I ordered her on April 6th, and I got her today, June 9th. Okay, so it took more than 2 months for me to get her. Okay. And the only way, man, so this is a pretty expensive figure. I paid 15,140 yen. You can call that about $150 or something, somewhere around that mark, 150 US dollars. And I paid 2,900 yen. That's about like 26, $27. That's actually not too bad considering the size of the box. But I chose the economy shipping. Okay, the economy shipping is sea shipping. So they put her on a ship. She's been on a ship for like 2 months on her journey to me, and I'm so excited to go unbox her. I just I don't have this costume in the game. Also, by the way, I tried to get it. The 2 year anniversary came around, and they had like a the mask thing where you buy the mask and you can get like one of these like 10 costumes, and this was one of them, and I didn't get it. I got the Thompson one. Okay. Which is, it's okay, I guess. But I wanted this one. Okay. So the total damage was 18,000 yen after the shipping and everything. Okay. The only way I could make it like the only way I could make it economical for me to get her was to do the sea shipping, and it was painful waiting for it. Like I know when you ship by sea, it takes, it gets on a ship, and then like when it gets to your port, it gets to your port. It could take like a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months. Somewhere along the line, you're wondering, where is my package? But lo and behold, I checked a couple days ago, and I checked the tracking, and when it gets to stateside, it just poof. It's just like, hey, look, your package is here. It's coming to you. So expect it in a few days, type of thing. All right, so there we go. Solaris Japan, like about $150 for the figure, and it's pre-owned, by the way. I don't see why it's pre-owned. It looks like it's brand new to me. It looks like she never been out of the package. So, and it was about $26-27 to ship. So that's the damage. That's damage she did to my wallet, but hopefully she will be worth it. All right. Okay, so let's go do this show and tell. So first we're gonna go take a look at the box. So here you got so it's an interesting box. It's like a matte finish box. It's not super dupery fancy. You can't really see the figure inside, but I think you can. I think there's a flap you can open so you can see it. So here, let's take a look at the box with the band right here real quick, or let's just take a look at the band. So there's this band this gold band that goes around the box, and here we got 5 stars. So she's a 5-star tactical doll, and she's an assault rifle. If you guys are wondering, she's a HK416, and the caliber that she uses, or the round that she uses, is a 5.56 by 45 NATO. And if you guys are wondering what that cartridge looks like, that's what it looks like right there. That's without the bullet though. Okay. I do not have HK416, by the way. I have AR-15. And then here you have the girls Frontline logo with the like M4A1 up there. Okay, let's go take a look at this side. Hopefully it doesn't fall or anything. Okay, so this one just says HK416 and all the info down there. And here it says Sunborn Network Technology with the HobbyMax project right there. And then that's the same HK416 info on the side. Okay, so I'm gonna go take this kind of band off here. I don't know how to take it off. We better take it off at the bottom. Okay, good. It just kind of slips off. It's like I'm undressing the box. It's kind of cool. I made sure and washed my hands really good too before I. Yeah, I can already see like some kind of scratches on the box. So this little band thing, I think what it's here for is so this flap doesn't just go flying open. So there it is. Okay, so that's the first layer of security. I can say it's a nice gold color. All right, so let's take a look at the box before we open the flap. You guys kind of caught a peek out of it as I rotated the box, but there she is. There's HK416, the picture of her with her lovely dress on. And then it says here Sunborn Network Technology and HobbyMax project right here in gold. Okay, it's kind of hard to make her out. She's like kind of like superimposed onto the background, and it's also a purpley color because her outfit that she normally wears is purple. So I think that's a good little touch right there. And here we got the same info: HK416 5.56 by 45 NATO. And she's a 5-star T-doll, and there's a picture of the round right there. Looks very similar, right? A little bigger, actually. You know what? That's actually almost accurate. Almost, right? It's pretty much almost accurate. This is probably a 223 car, brass too, by the way. It's close to a 5.56. Okay, and then there's the girls Frontline logo right there, and I see it's like kind of got some kind of little scratch. It looks like the box scratch is really easy. Okay, so this side of the box has a picture of the figure. Ooh, isn't she lovely? It's about probably a 3/4 shot of the figure, of the actual figure. We got Sunborn Network Technology here and HobbyMax project there, and then we got in gold on the bottom here HK416 5.56 45 NATO stars, you know, all that jazz. Okay, here's the back of the box. Here we got the HK416 logo. We got a half shot of the figure right here. And then you got kind of like a, I don't know, kind of almost like a top down angle a little bit. And then you got a picture of the HK416 right there, the weapon that she uses. And then the kind of lower half of her body. So yeah, that's kind of the legs, and then that's the rest of her. It's kind of weird shots they chose to pick. There's a web address here, tokyofigure.jp/contact. There's like an address right here, and then some other stuff and some info in Japanese, and a huge barcode right here. And it looks like it's a sticker. Yeah, it is a sticker. There's a sticker. There's some. So I don't really know what's underneath the sticker here. So for whatever reason, they stuck some piece of extra info on top of it. Okay, and that's pretty much the same side as the other side. Okay, and it's like a matte finish. Okay, so let's go open the flap here. Hopefully they use magnets. Nope, they use Velcro. Okay, hook and loop fastener. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at it, so nice. The box is great, man. So that lets you know it's something special. Okay, so let's just take a look at Okay, so there's your window. The window is about half the size of the box, okay? Would this make a great box figure? No, because it has this flap on it, unfortunately. I guess you could cut the flap off. You could cut the flap off and use this as a poster, because it's a nice little art thing. Yeah, so it's a half box, half window, and then you got the Sunborn and Hobby Max there. Oh, I see why it's probably a pre-owned. It's the box is a little damaged, for whatever reason. It's like kind of like bowing here, and it says it's all in gold here, and it goes all the way. Let me see if I can get it all in the same shot. The picture of her is glossy, by the way, so you can see the light reflect in it a bit. And it says HK416 here. She's got her rifle right here at the case. It's got a little kitty right here. I didn't know that. Yeah, and there she is. That's all. She is all you need, right? That's her quote from the game. All right, and here you can see the figure. There's a staircase that she's standing on. There's her weapon right there, and there's the box right there. Okay, I like what I see. I like what I see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this up, and we're gonna go take her out of the box. Can't wait. Okay, before we go, let's take a look at the top of the box. So here you kind of got like a half shot of the figure. Hope you guys can see it. Okay. Same info that's on all the rest of the box, and on the bottom. What is that? What is that logo? I don't know. It's like a cross with the butterfly on it. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows, please let me know. Nowhere does it mention that it's a 404 or anything, but that is the team that she works in is a 404. Okay. All right. So let's go open up the box. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so before we put the box away, let's take a look at the inside. Oh yeah, there's instructions. Let's take that out too. So it's just all purple. It's like a matte purple, and it's kind of all scratched up a little bit from like the plastic jumbling around in there. There is a little manual that's stuck to the bottom. You can kind of see like the 416 on the other from the flap. Okay. And there's a white top to it. Okay, before we go any further with the assembly, the base is enormous on this. Oh my, my! It is huge. It takes up so much space. Yeah, it's really tall. It's like the tallest base I've ever seen, ever. Okay, so the figure can actually hold herself up by herself. So that's an interesting thing. So you got the figure, that huge base that I showed you. You've got the case right here, okay? And they're all wrapped in plastic very carefully. And then there's the HK416. Okay? Okay, there she is, fully assembled. Man, okay, so it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard to get her onto the base. And like I said, like I mentioned, this is like the largest base I have ever seen. This it's ridiculous. I think they could have shortened it in half, you know? Yeah, to cut down the shipping costs. Crikeys, man. But it's definitely, you know, was assembled with love and care. I'll tell you that, man. And I could tell when I was putting it together. So the figure itself goes onto the base with 3 pegs. There's a steel peg for her leg, and then there's a peg, and there's 2 pegs that go on the back, and they fit very firmly. I have to push down pretty hard to get them on there. So I don't think she's gonna droop. I hope she doesn't. But like it's like her left leg is kind of up in the air. There's nothing supporting it. So, and she's not really touching that railing at all. Close, but not really. It's like she's just kind of walking down the stairs, you know, very carefully. So I also want to point out that the case is just there. It's just there. It's just sitting there, and you gotta like very carefully sit the rifle onto the case. Okay. So let's go take a look at the instructions real quick. I know I should have probably gone over it first. This is what it comes with. Okay. I think this is the instructions right here. I already. If you guys don't know, this is a figure of the Starry Cocoon costume for HK416 in the game, and I think you can only get it if you. I think it's like the first anniversary gacha thing or something. You have to win her in by buying tokens and stuff. So it's like she's not easy to get. The only way, the surefire way to get her is to collect like 8 black cards. So that's a lot of copied, extra copy costumes that you got. You know, it takes 8 black cards to get this. So it's not cheap to get. So that's why I don't have it in the game. I tried my luck at trying to get her with the costume draw thing, but it was like 1 out of 10 costumes that you could have gotten, and like I didn't get her. So this is the one I want the most. But okay. Oh, there's an English side. Okay, there you go. So there's an English and Japanese side. So installation. Okay, as shown in the figure above. Install HK416 to the base. As shown in the figure above, gun can be placed in box. Okay. As shown in the figure above, stand the gun box at the lower left of HK416. Then gun depends on the gun box. Okay, I think that just means like it's supposed to lean on there. Do I have it right? I have it pretty close. I think the box is supposed to be a little bit close to where our hand is. Okay. And then here, if you need to place she with Series WA2000 and Springfield together, you can use the attachment of the heightened base. When connecting or replacing parts becomes difficult, try warming the parts with a hair dryer first. When warming the parts in this manner, be careful not to burn yourself. Please pay attention. Do not warm parts too long. It may cause damage. As the product is partially made by hand, each product may slightly differ. Picture above is a prototype and may differ from the final product. Oh, very nice. It has English instructions on it. It came with 2 other things in the plastic. It came with a card from Hobby Max, but I can't read this. If anybody knows what this says, please let me know in the description below. Something about Hobby Max, some information about Hobby Max, okay? That's what the card it came with. Okay, so it came with a code card of some sort. I'm going to cover up the code so, I don't know, so you guys can't use it. Dear customer, thanks for buying Girls Frontline HK416 1/8 scale PVC figure. This figure is a limited commodity totaling 16,000 sets. Wow, that's a lot. Please notice your code. Oh, this is your item code. Please keep it properly. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever had a figure that gave you a code like for what number it was. But yeah, okay. Anyway, I think it's safe to show the code. I don't think the code really doesn't really say anything. But this is it says PSK-01495. So this is the 1,495th HK416 Hobby Max figure to be created out of 16,000 HK416. So there it is. So you get a kind of limited edition card out of 16,000. That's quite a number, but it lets you know, like, hey, you got something special. that's what they want to let you know. You got a special. You got one of the earlier HK416s. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm stoked. Before we take a look at her, let me just show you that you can put the HK416 rifle in the case. So there we go. It opens up and it has a cutout. It's plastic cutout. Okay. Stick it right in there. So you could probably put this in the case and then just stick it right here, you know. Just like that. If you didn't want to display the rifle with her, you know, or if you just wanted to keep it in the case, like right down here, you could probably do that too. Lots of things you could do with it. So that's what it looks like inside the case, okay? Pretty cool. We will go. It's got some dust on it already. There's a little. Ooh, yeah. There's a little bit of felt on the top, so when you close it, it doesn't jiggle around too much. It doesn't make any noise. I'm a little disappointed that this isn't foam, but it's a perfect cutout for the rifle. It fits in there like a glove. Okay, with the magazine and everything. Okay, close it. Snap shut. So that's the case right there. It has a little Neko on it. It's a little dusty already. Okay. There's a handle. I don't think she can hold it, but okay. You just gotta remember the cat is on the top when you open it. Okay. Then the rifle just comes right out. That's probably why I didn't want to make it foam, because it wouldn't come out. Okay, so we will go take a closer look at the rifle later. It's actually not that nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's that. Okay, so that's kind of how it is. Okay, well, let's do 360 like this, man. Very carefully. Just one quick one. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go take a close look at her, and then I'll tell you what I think, and we'll scrutinize this figure. But I don't think there is much to scrutinize about. She looks beautiful. Alright. She's all you need. Here's the big up. Okay. So let's take a close look at her and scrutinize the Hobby Max HK416 Starry Cocoon figure. Okay? I don't really know how many Hobby Max figures I have, but this one it's pretty good. The paint is really good, but there's a couple QC issues that I found, but it's nothing to argue about. So I paid about $150 for this figure, and the question is she worth $150? With all the cool packaging and stuff, all this memorabilia and stuff, and she's a limited edition out of 16,000. And it comes with a figure, this really big base, which I think you can separate this part right here. Okay, I believe you can separate it, and I think they include this so you can put it together with the set. Okay, so if you guys don't know, there are two more figures for this that go with this figure. Okay, there's the Springfield, which I have seen the Springfield, and there's a WA2K one, WA2000, the WA2000 figure that they go with this kind of, if you want to make like a diorama or something, and it continues on with this staircase thing. So I'm not really sure where WA2K and Springfield are in this when they're all together, but it's pretty cool that if you do have the Springfield and the WA2K figure, you can put them together. So if you're like this die-hard fan, you know. I would buy the Springfield one. I was kind of torn between choosing this one and the Springfield, but I chose this one. And the Springfield is like really hard to find now, so it probably cost a lot of money. I still bought this when it just came out pretty much, and I was agonizing, where like, oh, I really want to buy it. She's really pretty. All right, let's zoom in a little bit here, and we'll go check out the figure a little closer. Okay, there she is. So let's take a close look at her. Let's start with the base, okay? I know I said, oh, let's not focus on the base, but let's focus on the base first. So there's the base. It's very tall. It's about 3/4 of a chopstick tall, okay? So it's kind of got this kind of gold, like there's like a red carpet type of deal here, and you can take this off. So if you don't want it so tall, you can take it out. So that's what makes the box really big, in my opinion. I wish the box was a little bit smaller. It's going to be hard to store now. Like I mentioned, this probably wouldn't make a good box figure either, because like the window is inside a flap, you know. But yeah, so you can see a line right here, and you can take this base extension off, I think, if you want. I'm not really sure how it goes with the other two figures, so I'll see if I can find a picture on the internet and show you what it looks like with all of them on there. Probably on Hobby Max's website, they got it. Check it out. Okay, yeah. So that's how it is. There's kind of like a gold paint right here, and then it's just kind of like brownish. The brown is actually not that nice looking. It looks very plasticky. Everything looks really plasticky. The base looks really plasticky. This does not look like carpet. This doesn't look like wood. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be wood or not. Probably not. It's probably not wood. But it looks very plasticky, the base. And then I can see some kind of like marks and stuff on here already. So that's some QC stuff right there. It's the back of it. Okay. Okay, yeah. So the base is kind of, yeah, you know, it's not super duper nice. There is some shading on the base. You can kind of see some shading here where the step goes up and stuff. There's some shading there, but that's about it. Okay, and let's go take a look at the railing. So there's a railing. I do have a figure that's very similar to this one. It's a Kurumi figure. So actually the railing looks really nice. It does look like it's kind of made out of wood. Almost, but the railing looks plastic, but the pillars that hold it up look actually very nice because they're shading, okay? So you can see it's kind of lighter on the outer parts here, but it gets darker in here. It looks really nice. It makes it look very woody, you know? However, the railing looks plasticky, okay? It's got a really kind of shiny finish to it, too. Okay, so let's start from the bottom. And we'll work on our way up. She has some very nice kind of high heel shoes. She's kind of got that, you know, purple color, because that's the color she wears normally. Yeah, it's really dark purple high heels with like kind of a gold kind of trim to it. Very nice. It's a glossy color. So this foot is up in the air. There's nothing suspending it, as you can see. Okay, and but the other one is there's a steel peg holding it up in there, and it looks good. Let's see if I can get a little closer up. Okay, yeah. So there it is, and she's wearing like a kind of thigh-high stockings right there. Very nice. And then there's a kind of a lace here. It looks okay. It looks kind of flat, you know. I don't think that's the way it would look like in real life, type of thing. There is some shading on it too. It gets darker around the kneecaps. See? Very nice. And we'll kind of take a look at the whole dress later. It's a cool dress. It looks like a prom dress or something. So yeah, there's like kind of two parts to the dress. There's a white part and there's a purple part. Okay, and it's got all these crosses on it. That has something to do like the German army or something. These Megas don't really know about it. Okay. Okay, so there's the bottom part of the dress, and it's got these little gold crosses all around it, and they look very nice. Okay, let's move on to her midsection. So there's her hand with the glove on. Very nice. Very nicely painted. Everything looks nice and straight here. And then she's kind of wearing this big flower kind of thing. And it has like this long kind of ribbon coming off of it. Very nice. It's kind of got silver accents and gold. Gold down the center and like this silver thing right here. And a big flower right here. It's got a big flower under one of her boobs. It's yellow in the center, and then she's got a bunch of little flowers there. Okay. Purple looks really nice. Purple looks really nice on this dress. It contrasts well with the white. Okay. There's the other hand. She's holding up the side of her dress right there. It's like kind of like a black with a white on the ends. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so there's, yeah, like I said, there's two parts of the dress. There's this kind of this white frilly part and a purple frilly part right there. Okay. All right, let's move to our like top section right there. All right. So it's kind of like the dress exposes like kind of her shoulders and stuff. Skin's really nice. Looks nice and smooth. You can see her, so you can see like half of her back right there. She's got enormous boobies. That's what everyone says. That's what I remember. Actually, I remember the Girls Frontline anime. There's a scene where I think G11 is like slapping slapping her boob or something. This is funny. Okay, so yeah, so like there's a big ribbon right here underneath the flower, and then there's like the there's like a white part. I guess the white part of her dress is like most of the dress because that's the part that's covering her chest. But then there's a second part that wraps around and goes over the white part. It's kind of nice. It's like a overdress type of thing. Okay, and she's wearing like a choker. It has like a kind of like a red jewel in it. Her face looks very pretty. She's got this little smile on her face. There's that little teardrop right there. She's got a kind of like kind of green eyes, like a kind of light green eyes. The skin looks very nice. I don't know if I see any kind of shading on it, but it looks very smooth. Okay. Now let's take a look at the hair. The hair is kind of like a light, very light blue kind of, or light purple. She's got a lot of hair, and it's like it's tied. I think it's tied in like twin tails. Yeah, it is a twin tail. Very nice. It has shading and everything. There's shading kind of like in where all the kind of crevices are and stuff in her hair, and then she's got like 4 hair ties. They look like really big, kind of black scrunchies. And then she has this butterfly on her head. Aha! So that's where that comes from. I see. So yeah, there is a kind of like a butterfly on her head, right here. And then she kind of has like kind of like hair ornaments that what HK416, the little crosses that are in her hair, right here and right here. Hair is very nice, and it's got the shading. Also, if you take a look, so we'll take a look at the whole dress now. the purple looks great on this dress. I was looking at it earlier, and it's kind of like a metallic purple. You see little kind of metallic flakes in it. Looks very nice. The purple looks very nice. And unfortunately, it's on the back of the dress, so you can't really see too much of it. But it also has a lot of shading. It gets lighter on the top here, and then darker here and where the folds are and stuff. And it's got these like gold crosses on it. The purple looks really sweet on the dress. I like it. She looks very elegant, I'll tell you that. Okay, so there it is. So there are a couple QC issues I saw. First of all, it had like a lot of dust on it. I don't know if that's dust from my room. I don't think it was, man, because this is supposed to be a brand new figure. So there's some kind of parts. There's some kind of like dust in the paint and stuff. It's not the greatest at QC from what I've seen, you know, but it's near perfect. Okay, you can see like kind of. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but you can see little traces of glue. There's some glue like here and where it's really hard to see in the camera because it's like really bright. But yeah, there's some kind of glue where like her armpit is or like her side boob is, and you can see some kind of glue here where they glued the flowers on the head. Yeah, there's some kind of glue around here, and then I saw some kind of. There was something in the paint, and the paint is awesome. Especially the paint on the dress is really nice, but the paint on the figure is very nice. That's what do I expect from a $100 figure. Okay, so and before we go, let's take a look at the rifle. So I showed you the case and everything, so I'll show you it again. So it just opens up like so, and has felt on the inside. That's a very nice touch, and then it's just like it's got a cutout that the rifle fits in there perfectly. So there it is. That's a HK416 rifle. I have never seen one of these in real life, so but it's very similar to an M4 from what I know. It's basically it is a it's a Heckler and Koch version of like the M4 rifle. It has a gas piston system, kind of like not like an AK. It's similar to an AK. It's kind of more like an SKS sort of. I'm thinking, but I've never, like I said, I've never seen one up close before. Okay, it's kind of like two colors. There's a okay, so there's the kind of like a OD green color to it, the handle, and the buttstock. The buttstock looks like it's a Magpul MOE buttstock. Don't quote me on that though. It has a silencer on it. And it has it's like it's decked out with a bunch of Magpul stuff. There's a Magpul angled foregrip in the front, and it has what is that called? What's that sight called? I forget already. I've actually used one before. ACOG. Yeah, it's got ACOG sight on it. Okay. It's got ACOG sight on it with the riser. It has a flip up front sight. However, there is no rear sight, so that's the funny thing. So it has a flip-up backup iron sight, but there's no rear sight, so that's kind of weird. There should be one in the rear too. It has the forward assist there, and then there's a charging handle. Let's take a look at this side. So yeah, it's kind of got this black or gray and or like a dark gray theme to it with a kind of OD green handle and buttstock. Adjustable buttstock. I think the foregrip is too. Okay, it's got some rails on it. Just in case you're wondering, her special attack in the game is a grenade attack. But it's one of these. This is a 40mm grenade, by the way. So that's what she fires. That's what one of these would fire, you know. However, I found it strange, like how the weapon she uses in the game doesn't have a grenade launcher. It would have a M320 grenade launcher mounted on it, and it doesn't. I have actually fired one of those too. So I kind of like the M203 better. But yeah, this is a 40mm airsoft grenade right here. This is what, well, the real one. You know, this is a copy like of the real one. That's what it would look like. Okay. So yeah, that's the 416 rifle. And it fits right in the case. You can You don't have to view the rifle with hers, but she has her weapon right there just in case she needs it. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll get some close-ups and 360-degree shots of her, and that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching again. I don't know where I'm gonna put her. The base is so tall. I'm gonna decide whether I want to keep her on that taller part or take it out. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how to take it out either. I may just keep the whole thing because I think I have space for her. So it's actually pretty nice. I could just put her right next to like a really tall figure or something, or I could probably put another figure on that base too. So all right, thanks for watching. Hayes out. So yeah, some things I didn't like about the figure is, yeah, the box is enormous, and I feel like she doesn't really need to be that big because it's got that huge base on it. Also, the rifle case and the HK416 rifle is it's not very secure. It could easily fall down. It's a nice touch. I think they could have made the rifle a little bit more, done a little better job with it. It's the molding is really nice on it. It's actually a really realistic representation of a real HK416. There should be some weapon markings and stuff on it, but it doesn't have them. It would have that, that H and K, the one bullet, and then like, I don't know, I think it's full auto. It would have like a bunch of bullets to tell the difference between semi and full auto, but yeah, it's cool. It's got all the Magpul stuff on it and stuff, so I like it. And I'm really happy to add her to my collection. If I can somehow find the Springfield one for a decent price, I'll probably grab it. I'm not a really big fan of the Y2K one. I like Y2K, but I don't really like the dress, the costume that she wears on that one. So I kind of like the Springfield one better. So if I can find the Springfield, I will probably add her to add her with the HK416 figure. All right, here's the video. Just in case you guys are wondering, she fills up pretty much the whole detop. I mean, like, not the whole detop, but she fits in there pretty good, man, with that extended base in there. All right. If I ever get the Springfield, we'll put them together. All right.